Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Vinity. Hi everyone. I need a quick confirmation in the chat box regarding the sounds. Whether my voice is loud and clear, people. Yes. Am I clear? Yes. Perfect. So today, a new start, a new beginning, people. For what? What's the new beginning today? Yes. We are going to start accounting. Your commerce subject, combination of two parts. What are the two parts? One is business, other one is accounting. So today we are going to focus on this part, which is accounting. A new area for you, where a lot of students are finding it difficult and complicated because they don't have the proper base knowledge. But if you are attending the classes properly and if you are properly focused and if you are giving the answers for the questions that I am asking, and if you can be focused for these 2 hours properly, guys, the chances of you are understanding the concepts of the accounting and going for good result is very high. Because in your paper, business is there only for 40%. Whereas accounting is there for like 60%. So very important area for your final exam. And especially if you are going to do your A-levels in the commerce stream. Very important area, accounting. So chapter number 4. Before learning what are the functions and how to post the entries and how to do all these transactions and big accounts, the first we are going to learn the most important chapter or one of the main chapter, guys. I would say one of the very important chapters, introduction to accounting. So in this area, in this chapter, what are we going to learn? What is accounting simply? And the base we are putting in this chapter only. If your base is strong, your remaining everything will be strong. Okay. So be focused. That's the only request I can make from you all. So what is accounting? As you all know, don't think too much technical. Haridhar, don't think too much technical. When we say the word accounting, what are you getting to your mind? Normally, when we say the word accounting, anything? Numbers. Numbers. What else? What else? What else you are getting to your head? When we say accounting, calculations. Correct. Numbers, calculations, money. Perfect. Now listen carefully. I'll give you profit or loss. Good. I'll give you a clear understanding about what is this accounting is, people. Okay. What you are telling is correct. Percentages, correct. Now, when we are running a business, there are a lot of people who are interested about the business. Now, let's take, we'll assume this is dialogue. Okay. This is dialogue. And this is a business. Huh? This is a business. There are a lot of people who are interested about this business. One is owners. Owners are interested about the business. Owners of the dialogue, they are interested. If not, we will call the owners another name, shareholders. Shareholders. Why owners are interested about dialogue? Because owners, they have given their money, they have invested their money, to the business, and owners should ensure the business is properly functioning. Like for the money that they have put, they should get the proper returns, the profits. We'll assume I have invested 1 million in Dialog. I shouldn't have losses in that 1 million. Using that 1 million, I should be able to generate more profits. I should get more income. So owners, shareholders are interested about the Dialog. Now hereafter, you don't think about these small companies. Just think about these little bit big companies. In these big companies, normally, the people who are going to work and people who are the owners are two different parties normally. Now, if you take the next door grocery shop, Chillare Kade, owner also can be the same person, Mudalali, and Mudalali is the employee also. He is the person who is running the business also. That is small companies. Big companies not like that. Big companies, what they will do, owners, they will just give the money. That's it. They will just give the money and they will appoint a set of people to run the business. We will call them as the managers, if not the management, if not the board of directors. Now, I have shares in Dialog, right? Just because I am one of the owners of Dialog, I am a shareholder of the Dialog. Am I going to Dialog every day? Am I working there? No, I don't have time to do all those things. So what I have done, I have just invested my money. That's it. So to run the business, we have appointed a separate set, a team, board of directors, managers, management. They are there to run the business. So for owners, one of the main concern that they have regarding the company is about the profits. So as the owners, we need the information about that. Okay. Not only that, as I told you, managers are interested about that. If not the management, the board of directors, they are interested about Dialog because they want to make decisions. Not only that, employees are interested about Dialog. Employees, because they are working in that company, they want to ensure the business is there for a longer period because they are getting a salary from that company. Whatever the increments for them, bonuses for them, salaries for them, everything that they are getting from that company. So employees are interested. And not only that, government is interested. Government. Why government is interested? To collect the taxes and all. And to ensure like the business is generating more business opportunities, the employee opportunities. And suppliers are interested. Suppliers. Why suppliers are interested? Because they have supplied their items to Dialog. We'll assume there is a person who is supplying A4 papers. So that person is supplying the A4 papers to Dialog and he is getting his money from Dialog. So he is living his life from the money that he is getting from Dialog. So as a supplier, he is interested about Dialog. Sometimes he might have supplied some A4 papers to Dialog. Dialog has not given the money yet. So he should be able to get the money in a future date, right? So he is interested about Dialog because whether the Dialog is there or not, will they close down the business? Suppliers are interested. Not only that, customers are interested about Dialog because we have to ensure like we like to know whether the Dialog will be there in the future also. Will the Dialog collapse? If the dialogue collapse, how many of us will get affected? Most of us will not be able to use the mobile number that we are using right now, the number which we use for so many years. So customers, we are interested. And not only that, competitors are interested about this business because they want to see what the dialogue is doing. Much they like to know what dialogue is doing. And not only that, community, the society is interested about the dialogue, and future investors okay, Doina. Okay, sure. Okay. Send me a WhatsApp message. Yeah? Send me a WhatsApp message. Okay. Future investors, the people who are expecting to invest in the dialogue in the future. So if you take an organization, there are a lot of parties. There are a lot of parties who are interested about the organization. The parties who are interested about the organization, for all these parties, in common, we are giving a name. The parties who are interested about the organization, in common, we are giving a name. What is that name, people? What is that name? For all the parties who are interested about the organization, in common, we are giving a name. What is that name? We will call them as stakeholders. Stakeholders. Okay. Then people, what you have to understand, as I explained you here, there are a lot of parties who are interested about the organization. So these parties, they want to make decisions. Sometimes because of your business, these parties can have impact. So they want to make decisions. Different decisions they want to make. So if they want to make decisions, what you have to understand, because of my business, if there is an impact for them, the business responsibility is giving the information for the stakeholders. For the stakeholders, if not the people who are using the accounts. Okay. So as the business should provide the business information for these people. For the users of the accounts. For the users of the accounts. So you can't just provide the information. You can't just provide the information. There is a huge process involved. Loku process ekak tiyenawa. So fundamentally, we understood business should provide the business information for the users of accounts, if not these stakeholders. Users of accounts. Why? To make decisions. To make decisions. So we can't just provide the information, people. Can you write in a piece of paper, sales mecharai, make a mecharai, purchases mecharai? You can't just provide. So people, as the business should provide the business information for these users to make decisions. So we can't just take a piece of paper and we can't just write, okay, sales this amount, electricity this amount, water this amount. We can't give information like that. We can't give information like that. There is a huge process involved. So let me explain that what is that process is. Let me explain what is that process is. Okay. First, what we have to do when you are doing a business, You'll have lot of transactions. Lot of transactions are there. We have to collect all the transactions. We have to collect it. That means we have to write down somewhere. No? Huh? First, we have to collect all the transactions. And we have to record it somewhere. Recording means writing it somewhere. If not, you will forget. Now, we'll assume dialogue. For a day, how many people are reloading? How many people are settling bills? How many payments dialogue must be making for a day? You take Cargills. For a day, how many sales? How many purchases? Can they keep everything in their head? Can't, no, me. So first they have to collect all the transactions. Then they have to record it somewhere. Record it. After recording it, now you just think and say, you are a shareholder of dialogue. Now, if you are a shareholder of dialogue, I have given my money to me. So I have the full rights to know the accounts. Now I am asking the dialogue board of directors, come here, I need the accounts. I am asking, I need the accounts. Certain people, I will stop this noise. Unmute themselves, option, I'll disable it. Okay. So if you take Cargills, how many transactions are there? If you take dialogue, how many transactions are there? Now I am asking them to bring all the accounts. Now what they are doing, they are bringing a huge book. You just think and say dialogue, how many transactions? Huh? There'll be a huge damn book. Huh? So I will not have time to go through everything. I will not have time. So what we should do, we have to summarize everything. Summarize. You tell me people, now you are asking some set of information. I am giving you a huge book. Oh, keep it. O versus you like the information that you requested for in a summarized manner. Which way you like, guys? Reading or having maybe 100,000 pages or 50,000 pages, or having everything in a summarized manner in 5 papers. What do you prefer, guys? What do you prefer as a user? As a user, you prefer a summarized one. As a user, you prefer a summarized. So first what we did, we collect all the information. Then we have to write it somewhere, write it or record it. Now these days not writing, no, just enter into the system. Summarize it. Then we will do whatever the analysis required, and the final one is providing the information for the users. Yes, Saifan. For the users to make decisions. So in simple terms, what is accounting? We say in our language, accounting is language of business. So I want to communicate my business information for all the users of the accounts, the interested parties I told you, the stakeholders I told you. Munta abhi mein business information then no. Why they should give this business information? Because those buggers should take decisions. Now, dialogue should give their information to me. I am a shareholder. It's their responsibility giving the information to me. Because I want to make certain decisions. Whether to invest more money in dialogue or not. I want to see whether the dialogue profits are good or not. I want to see whether I have invested my money in a proper business or not. So they have to give their information to me. How they are going to give? What's the language? Accounting is the language. So do not ever memorize the definitions. So accounting means, guys, very simple. Accounting, it's a process. It's a process. It's a process of providing, if not, we will call it as presenting. Presenting. What information? Personal information. Are we providing the personal information? Or business information? Tell me. Are we providing the personal information or business information? Everyone tell me, come on. We are providing the business information. Business information. කාටද දෙන්නේ? For the users of the accounts. ඇයි දෙන්නේ? Why are we giving? To make decisions. Make economic decisions. Economic decisions means, guys, direct or indirect financial impact is there because of the decision that you are taking. So just remember these 5 words. That means you know the definition of the account. Just remember these 5 words. That means you know the definition of the accounting. So what is this accounting? Accounting is a bloody process of providing the personal information, the business information. Lot of users are there. Owners are there. Government is there. Future investors are there. You have to provide the business information for these users of the accounts. Why? Why are we giving this information? Why? To keep under the pillow and sleep it? No. Is it? No. To make economic decisions. This is what accounting is. Now, based on these 5 words, we will construct our own definition for the accounting. We will construct our own definition for the accounting. You have to remember these 5 words. That's it. Don't memorize the definitions. So what is accounting? Let's write it, people. Let's write it here. Let's write it here. Everyone, start writing. What is accounting? Accounting is a I am not going to construct the definition. You have to construct. Accounting is a මොකද්ද? Accounting is a process. Perfect. Process of. Super. Providing or presenting. Presenting. What is next? Personal information. Personal information. Then what is that? Business information. Business information. Business information. කාටද දෙන්නේ? කාටද? කාටද දෙන්නේ? For the users. For the users of the accounts. I will take it to other line people. For the users of the accounts. If not, we will call them as interested parties or stakeholders. For what? To keep under the pillow. To keep under the pillow and sleep. To make economic decisions. එච්චරයි. ඔච්චරයි definition එක accounting වල. Accounting is a bloody process. It's a process providing or presenting business info to the users to make economic decisions. To make economic decisions. එච්චරයි. Then in accounting guys, are we going to do, what's the main purpose? Now understand, what's the main target of accounting? Doing maths there. Providing the business information. What is the main target of the accounting? Everyone tell me. Is it doing maths? Is it doing maths? No. Main target of accounting is providing the business information. Providing the business information to the users. ඒක තමයි accounting වල main target එක. So under that, write down guys this small note. What is star එකක් දාලා economic for your learning purpose. They won't ask in your exam. They won't ask in your exam for your learning purpose. I am giving පොඩියට ලියන්න. Economic decision means decisions which will have direct or indirect financial impact. Write it small, people. They won't ask in your exam. For your learning purpose, I am giving this. For your learning purpose. Okay. So this is the definition that you should know, guys. This is the definition that you should know for O levels. For O levels. හරිද? මම A level වල තියෙන definition එකක් දෙන්නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට. Just extra knowledge, extra knowledge. For A levels. For A levels. Okay, this is just for extra learning purpose. Accounting is a process of, now I am explaining the process. What is that process? First we have to collect. Collecting, then recording, then summarizing, then analyzing, and providing or presenting. The business information to the users of accounts, if not interested parties or stakeholders. To make economic decisions. This is for your A levels. I just gave you here what we have done actually. We explained that process. What is that process is? Very nice, Murad. Asking what is the chapter number? Chapter number 4. First chapter of the accounting. Here we have explained that process. One is collecting, other one is recording, other one is summarizing, then analyzing, then providing. This is the process. So we have explained that process over here. That process is explained. So write the keywords. Keywords for O levels, not A levels. Keywords for O level. It's a process. So if you have these keywords using your own words, you can write the definition. Not a problem at all. Process, providing or presenting. Business information uses a process providing presenting business information of the correct. No problem. No problem. Users of the accounts, if not interested parties, to make economic decisions. So these 5 words, remember. Then everyone, tell me without looking at the tube. Just I know you are at home. කමන්න නැහැ කාමරය ඇතුළේ ඉන්නේ. තනියම කියන්න. ඔයාගේ කම් වලට බෑන්න. You repeat it. You repeat it with me. Accounting is a process of providing the businesses information for the users, to make economic decisions. Actually, accounting is a process of providing businesses information for the users to make economic decisions. 5 words. Don't ever memorize the definition. Remember these 5 words. If you are done, please post a done below. A D would do. A letter D would do. Perfect. Super. So here again I have given you a small note. Again I'll give you a small idea. Accounting, if you take accounting, again A-level knowledge, a little bit of A-level knowledge. Accounting is combination of 2 things. There is something called financial accounting and there is something called management account. For O-levels, you have only the financial account. Accounting කියන්නේ මේ දෙකේම plus එකයි. Financial and management. But for O-levels, you have only the financial accounting people. You don't have any management accountants. Okay. Now I told you the purpose of the account. Now in your exam, people listen up. Certain students are there, they are studying only one word. Certain students are there, they are normally studying only one word. I am asking what is the objective of accounting. Inside the class, I will teach you what is the objective of accounting. Harida. In your exam, they will ask, what is the purpose of accounting? Then what is the aim of the accounting? Now student is confused. Why is that? Sir කියලා දුන්නේ objective of accounting විතරයි. Sir taught us only the objective of the accounting. No? He didn't teach us any purpose of accounting, aim of accounting. He didn't teach anything like that. People understand everything is same. Objective, purpose, target, aim. So I explain you what is accounting, guys, 4 or 5 times. Accounting is a very process of giving the very information for the users. HRI. To make decisions. Then what is this accounting? In accounting, what is the main target? ඇයි අපි accounts හදන්නේ? Why the hell are we preparing the accounts? To provide the business information. To provide the business information for the users. To give the business information to the users. ඒක තමයි අපි accounts හදන්නේ. That's why we are preparing the accounts. Why the hell are you preparing the accounts? Why the hell are you preparing the accounts? To give the very information to the users. HRI. So that is the main objective, main purpose, main target, main aim of the accounting. To provide the bloody business information to the users. That's why we are preparing the accounts. Up to until date, you might have thought, api accounts hadanne to calculate the profit or loss. No, we are making the accounts to calculate the profit or loss. That is not the main purpose. That is not the main purpose. Main purpose is because guys, in accounts you will give lot of information about the business profits, about the business cash, how much business assets are there, how much business money is there, how much is there in the bank, how much loans are there, how much owner's portion is there, how much income is there, how much is the electricity bill, how much is the water bill. We are giving all this bloody information for the users. Not only calculating the profits. Don't ever think we are preparing the accounts only to calculate the profits. Hell no. Wrong. We are preparing the accounts to give the bloody business information to the users. Yeah. Then let's write the main objective of the account. The main objective of accounting. Main objective means main purpose. Now in your exam they ask you what's the main name of the accounting. Everything is same, okay. The main objective of accounting is the main objective of accounting is providing business information for the fill in the blanks. The main objective of accounting is providing business information for the to the users. If not, users, interested parties, stakeholders, everything is same. Users, interested parties, stakeholders. Then everyone tell me, the main objective of accounting is calculating the profits. True or false? The main objective of accounting is calculating the profits. True. Ayyo, menna. Kiyana true. Yako. Metula. Koyeda hitiye bam mechchara vela. Profit calculate karne ka main purpose එක. ඒකද කිව්වේ දැන් මම මෙච්චර වෙලා. Main purpose of the accounting is giving the business information. Profit is just a portion. Just one part. In business, there are a lot of information, guys. You have to provide. You have to provide how much profits are there. That is one. How much income is there? How much expenses are there? How much assets are there? How much liabilities are there? How much loans are there? How much money is there? How much cash is there? You have to give all the business information. All the business information. So that's the main purpose. So the answer is false. It is not a main objective. It is not a main objective. Now we will learn what are the other objectives. Other targets. On the target. When you are doing a business, if not someone is doing a business, whether they like to know the profits, yes or no. When they are running a business, whether they like to know the profits, how much profits are there, how much losses are there. Normally they like to know it, right? They like to know how much profits are there in the business, how much losses are there in the business. So one of the other objectives, write down one of the other objectives to find one of the other objectives. First one to find whether the business is making enough profits. Enough profits. Inside the brackets, write down to calculate the business profit. To calculate the business profit. Okay. Now people listen. People listen. When you are running a business or someone is running a business, do they want or are they willing to know how much assets business have? Like these tables, chairs, buildings, lands, vehicles, machines, computers. Do they like to know that? Yes or no, people? Tell me. Yes, obviously yes. Do they like to know how much liabilities or how much loan is there? How much bank loan is there? How much we have to pay to other people? ඒක දැනගන්න කැමති නෑ. මාර කතා කියන්නේ ඒක දැනගන්න ඕනේ. යකෝ. You should know how much. Now I am asking you. Should you have to know how much loan you have? Yes or no, people? Ethan, you tell me. Ethan, should you have to know how much loan you have? You have, you as a person. Yes. So you want to know how much liabilities you have. Not only that. When you are running a business, you like to know how much is the amount there for the owner's portion. So likewise, when we are running a business, people, we like to know these things, like how much assets are there, how much liability is there, and we will call another one, how much equity is there. Equity means, we will learn later, don't worry, the portion of the owner. How much is there for the owner? That one we like to know. So a lot of things we like to know. We will call all these things as financial position. Don't worry. We will learn each and every item of the financial position later. So for the time being, you remember financial position means how much assets, how much liability, how much equity. Liability means obligations, loans. And never. We will learn what is liability later. And I'm giving you a rough understanding. Assets means like these buildings, lands, tables, computers, machines, boards, that and this. These are assets. Money. And equity means the amount relevant for the owner. That is equity. So for the time being, you remember financial position means how much assets are there, how much liability is there, how much equity is there for the time. That's it. So write down other objective to identify the financial position of a business. Inside the brackets, write down financial position means position of a business, assets, liability, and equity. Third one. Third one. For certain businesses, preparing the accounts is there. No? It is something told by the governments. Government, they are telling your business should prepare the accounts. You can't wait without preparing the accounts. You have to prepare the accounts. For certain businesses, preparation of the accounts is a legal requirement. Like for big businesses, certain certain other small businesses, not for all the businesses. Huh? Now let's say there is a small petty cutting, corner of the street. There is a small petty cutting. That petty cutting man is not required to prepare the accounts people. Okay, it's a small petty cutting. No? He is not required to prepare the accounts. I'm talking about these big companies and the medium scale companies. These companies, they have to prepare the accounts. Why? Because they want to understand the profits? No. Because they want to understand the asset liability? No. Government is telling. A legal requirement. So write the third one, guys. Third one. To fulfill the legal requirement. Businesses should prepare accounts such as for tax purposes. Okay. So what are the things that we learn up to now, people? We learn the definition. So definition, 5 words. What are the 5 words? Accounting is a process of providing the business's information for the users to make economic decisions. 5 words. Then we move to the objectives. How many main objectives we learn? Main objectives. There is only one main objective. What is the main objective? Giving the bloody information for the users. HRI. Giving the business information to the users. HRI. And we learn how many sub-objectives? 3 sub-objectives. In our words, I'll tell. To know the bloody profits. Ekak. Sub-objective. To know how much asset liability equity is there. Another object. Another sub-objective is for the government purpose, for the legal requirement. So these are the 3 sub-objectives. So we are done with 2 parts. Now let's move to the next one. Business transaction. Transaction එකක් කියලා කියපු ගමන් ඔයාගේ ඔළුවට මොකක්ද දෙන්නේ? What are you getting to your head, people? Normally when we say a transaction, transferring money, exchanging money. Good. Your answers are correct. Your answers are correct. What else? When we say transaction, what else you are getting to your mind? Who am I? Yes. Huwa correct. Giving money through a system, buying, selling something. Correct, guys. Correct. Super. So what is this? Paying a fee. Yeah, fine. I'll give you the, not the definition. I'm not going to give the definition. As we did previously, you construct the definition. I'll give you the important words. When it comes to a transaction, are you agreeing with me? Some exchange should happen. In a transaction, some exchange should happen. Yes or no? Yes or no, people? Yes. Exchange. So what are we exchanging? What are we exchanging? I would say yes, money is correct. Resources. We are exchanging resources. If you are buying this pen, I am giving you this pen, you are giving me money. Money also resource. If you are buying this calculator, if you are buying this calculator, I am giving calculator, you are giving me money. Money also a resource. Don't ever think money is not a resource. Huh? In first chapter we learn, first chapter, money also resource. We'll assume you are going to buy this remote. I am giving the remote and getting the money. So we are exchanging some resources between business and other party. HRI. Now you construct the definition. What is the, now you construct, I'm not going to teach. You construct the definition. What is transaction? A transaction is an exchange of resources between business and other party. HRI. Three words. Remember. Transaction is an exchange of resources. Resources can be money also. Between business and other party. HRI. Don't memorize. Write down. Yes, correct, Yunus. Write down. A transaction can be identified as exchange of resources between a business, between the business and other party. එපමණයි සදා විශ්වාසයි. Memorize කරන්න එපා ළමයි. Do not memorize. Exchange එක highlight කරමු. Exchange resources business and other. ඔන්න ඔය ටික මතක තියාගන්න එච්චරයි. So let's write some examples. We'll write some examples. Maybe sales of goods rupees 100,000. Some examples. Salary payment rupees 50,000. Now salary payment, what is the exchange, people? He is giving his time and effort and skill. In return, we are paying a salary. In return, we are paying a salary. Electricity payment. Electricity payment rupees maybe 5,000. So giving electricity, we are getting the electricity and giving money. And maybe purchase of a car rupees 5 million. Getting a car, giving money. Getting a car and giving money. If you are done, let me know, people. With the letter D. Good. Perfect. So now let's move to the next one. What is this business event? Remember, guys, in accounting, we are recording two things, people. Normally in accounting, we have to record the transactions and we have to record there is something called events. මොනවද මේ events කියන්නේ? Let me take examples. One person is coming. I am running a grocery shop. Okay. He is stealing rupees 10,000 worth, maybe groceries. Stealing and going. He is stealing and going. 10,000 worth grocery. Gone. I bought that grocery for 10,000. Gone. Okay. Another person is coming. Another example. Okay. Another example. One person is coming. He is coming and he is stealing 20,000 and going. Money. Money 20,000 took and went. Is it a loss for the business or not? Please tell me. Is it a loss for the business or not? Yes or no? It is a good thing or bad thing for the business? It is a good thing or bad thing for the business? It is a good thing or bad thing for the business? Bad. So it's a loss. Now here you think this incident, you can't call it as a transaction. This incident, you can't call it as a transaction because transaction means exchange of resources. Here, what did we exchange? He got, I got. He got something. What I got? That's the business. Nothing. So here no exchange is happening. So these are not transactions. But still, this amount should be there in our accounts. Let me take another example. A flood, big flood. All the groceries got damaged because of the flood. Everything. Maybe 5 lakhs. 5 lakh worth stock. 5 lakh worth stock. The inventory, the good got damaged. Good thing or bad thing for the company? Tell me, people. Good thing or bad thing for the company? Tell me, people. A bad thing. So it's a loss for the company, yeah? Loss for the company. Now here you tell me, an exchange happened or not? An exchange happened or not? Here, no exchange. What exchange? Did I get anything? Only thing I got, yes, exchange happened. The disappointment. Flood gave me disappointment. Flood took my items and that's the exchange. Neither. So here, nothing got exchanged. Flood took my items and went. That's it. For me. So these are incidents. So these incidents, we will call it as business events. These incidents, now this 20,000, we have to record it in our accounts. This 500,000, we have to record it in our accounts because it's a loss for me. I have to show in my accounts. I have to show. So, but exchange of resources didn't happen. But still we have to show. So these ones we'll call it as business incidents. So write down for the business events, business events. These incidents we'll call it as business events. Write down. Incidents which had an impact on business. Is called as incidents which had an impact on the business are called as business events. So examples, write down examples. Stock damage, rupees 10,000. Maybe stock stolen, rupees 5,000. Metula, give me an example. Give me an example. As you know. So generally negative. Customer charity donation Okay, that ones that we are getting. So that one, yes, good example. I'll give the answer for this, not now. Okay, you will get the answer. Maybe when we are doing the income part. Okay, customer becomes bad debt. Rupees 20,000. So what is this bad debt? What is this bad debt? Put an arrow and write down for the bad debt. We will learn later. We will learn later. What is this bad debt? We will learn later. Bad debt. Bad debt method. B. Okay, people. So listen carefully. People listen. Everyone listen. Today we learn mainly four things. Okay. What are the four things we learn? What is accounting? Purpose of the accounting, business transaction, and business event. Next one, I am not going to start, people, because next one, if I start, for me to give you all a proper learning, I need proper 2 hours. What is this asset, liability, and AK hurry understanding. What is this equity? What is income? What is expense? Okay. So for me to give you this learning, I need proper 2 hours. So if I start now, I will not get that 2 hours. Again, we will be meeting next week on. So I am going to stop the class now. Before stopping, everyone, close your eyes. Close your eyes. You now think whether you can remember whatever things that we learned today. First one. What is accounting? Very simple. 5 words. Accounting is a process of providing the business's information for the users to make economic decisions. That's it. Second one, objectives, aims, targets, purpose of the accounting. Main target, giving the bloody information. HRI. Other targets. How many targets? 3 other targets. Knowing the profits, knowing asset, liability, equity, and the legal requirement. That is the third. And third one, we learn what is business transaction. Business transaction, important, how many words I gave you? Tell me, people. Business transaction, important, how many words I gave you? Tell me, people. Important, how many words I gave you? Business transaction. Tell me. 3 words. What are the 3 words? What are the 3 words? First one, it is, business transaction is an exchange of resources between the business and other party. Then we learn what is business events. Business events are incidents which had an impact on the business. Is that clear? 4 areas that we learn. Accounting, 4 areas that we learn. Hatarak igana gana. CC the lamay. CC the CC. So, you know, people, before coming to the next week class, There is something you should do. What is that? Before attending the next week class, there is something you should do. What is that? Pota. Yes, pota තියාගන්න. Accounting book keep it up. Accounting book, separate book for the accounting. Yes. Please, please, please make sure to read it and come again. Agreed? Agreed නම් දාන්න බලන්න හැමෝම thumbs up එකක්. හැමෝම. Please guys. Because if you read it only, because accounting is something new for you, no? So it's better to keep in touch with that. වැඩක් නැහැ. සමහර කට්ටිය සර් උඹ කියන මමුලක් කියපන්. මම මගේ වැඩේ තමයි කරන්නේ. මට ඔයාට agree වෙන්න වෙලා නැහැ. Certain people are like that. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I got. Fine, no problem. Others, I think maybe they don't want to put a agree. They don't want to put a thumbs up. Fine, no issues. හිතරිතුනේ නැහැ. කමන්නේ නැහැ. Just kidding people. Then that's it guys. Tata bye. Thank you. No problem.